So I'm going to put you in right now.
So I didn't hear him talking. I could hear him talking. One to 12, so 1 inch is like 12 inches. Let's say if the rise is 80 high, it might be 30 high. Go out 4 feet, 40 feet long. Well, I mean, independent.
Huh?
Is that good?
Yeah, it's awesome. $20. Thing's great. Huh? I like it. There's no, I mean, it's just, for this kind of camera, this form factor, which I hate, this one works great.
And you can still see the viewfinder.
Huh?
You can still see the viewfinder.
Nah, just this thing. Can't really do the whole viewfinder.
Okay. It's in the back, right.
Yeah.
But you can see through that and you're okay with that.
Yeah. It's kind of like those old,
I used one last year for the Good Fest.
yeah.
But it was kind of a, it wasn't like that. It was like a frame thing. It was kind of a weird thing. Like, I don't know. I had that for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You said it was worth 5.
That's what I heard. That's more depressing. Because Chris is kind of legit. Like he's done some time. He's a good man. Not ready for this job, but.
Will had sick flyers.
Huh?
Will had nice flyers.
Yeah, with all full of copyright infringement.
I was thinking about that.
Yes.
In terms of like trying to take.
Then he came out with Empire Strikes Back. I'm like, Christ, dude, you should be getting sued right now.
I was even worried about taking pictures of them and put online, being like, I don't want to fucking touch this. Like, I don't even want to like take a picture of your whole.
Right.
Just do it. Loving each other. Just like door to door.
Only in the house.
I politely did.
So, in all seriousness, sorry.
I just have a feeling that at some point soon this is going to fill up and we're going to hear a speech.
Somewhat likely, yeah.
Something like
We're
that.
hoping that.
They're just waiting on Ward 5.
Okay.
And
That's
so
my
far,
ward.
so far Jones losing. Jones losing.
5.
No, we're waiting on 5, but up to this point, Jones losing.
Ward 5 is where Jones lives.
Right. So that's going to be the make or break, you know.
Quiet again.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't a math major, but you can quote me on that.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
That's me. Grab that. Thanks, brother.
There you go. In exchange, you have to put my brilliant quote.
What do you think, Josh?
I know, Drew's like, what's up? I'm like, nobody's here.
Just take it all off. And just
Go back up.
that the only pieces?
And then just the battery.
I think you got it all.
Think that's it? Yeah. No, what are you doing?
I don't know. I was going to transfer. You said
This is the filler inside the. Where's the flag?
Then you don't vote again, right? So I think you're gonna go for the person who got the least number of votes. The people who voted for that person get the
All of them are very different people.
So snap, you snap that on there, and this is the fill. This is the filler inside.
inside of it.
Just not making the audio.
The reason they do it is just the expense of doing all that stuff. Spend the money to have it.
Or just put it in your pocket and forget about it.
Right?
Yeah,
We
just put it in
don't
your pocket and put it in your pocket. Board 5 here apparently.
Yeah. We're leaving us just waiting to know
Wow, they got fucked in Williston.
And then where's the on all that so we know when he
Power is right here.
Live in New York.
has just like a button.
Push the button, yep.
Okay.
Some of our people that work in the building, from where we are in the newsroom, we don't.
Yeah.
Shocking, I know.
Well,
The GM's got a great view.
Yes. The GM has a fantastic view out there. Yeah. The news director has the same crappy view that we do.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was outside all day today, you know, it wasn't cold.
No,
But, you know, it's just kind of
very
odd.
breezy. This morning is also very breezy.
Yeah. But not like some years where they say, you know, 0 and, you know, blowing snow or sleet or stuff like that.
It's been pretty rough some years this day.
In the negative.
That's why this year I opted to not go out at 7 o'clock in the morning and just holy crap, exit full. Enough of that.
I don't really know your station. What?
That's okay. Most people don't. Almost nobody. In all honesty, almost nobody watches us. I
Not
wish
with
that.
that attitude, Mike.
I wish that weren't the case, but it is.
No.
And no puffery that I might say is going to change that fact.
Joining my side of things too.
Yeah. Well, not many people
So
watch
what
us.
station?
The ABC and Fox stations here. ABC 22 and Fox 44.
Oh, okay. Well, my wife and I don't watch TV much. I ditch my TV because I'd sit there and try to watch something and I'd fall asleep.
Sure.
So I found it was better if I read.
Yeah, that's what I find for myself.
Yeah.
I don't have any cable, satellite, or streaming TV either. The last thing I want when I'm not at work is to be reminded of work.
Yeah, I want to hear you on
I'm
that.
serious. I don't want that crap. I mean, I would use, over the air signal if we could get any, but where I live on St. Paul Street, with the hillside right next to us, nothing.
Nothing penetrates.
Nobody in our neighborhood has any over-the-air TV signal at all. Nothing.
Kind of dismal.
Yeah.
Wow. So is your station news, sports, now we can do all that? Yeah, I don't know the station, but
Like
playing it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I was
So
gonna
they're
be
gonna
like,
wait for
this
when
must
we're
be
ready.
fascinating.
Scott's gonna tell me where.
All right. Again, what am I? Don't you dare.
Feel good?
Yeah. Well, what do I say again? L.
Probably one of the most picturesque places to race, right? Yeah, it'd be pretty scenic and awesome.
When I was a kid, I'm going up the quad, and it's like I'm going 13 miles an hour, and it's like 30 degrees below zero, and I'm buckled up, and I'm like, and I do it all fucking day long. Like, I don't see what difference there is between like that and on the road going 10 miles an hour, right? It's cool. Yeah, what, you know what I mean? Or if it's really heavy, I don't know if I would do cross fighting like really
So my name is Elle. I'm with all right, my name is Elle. I'm with Town TV News. We're Town Meeting TV. And we are with Jill Krawinski, Speaker of the House. So, Jill, this has been a very close, almost tumultuous election cycle recently. What do you think this says about the general climate of Burlington?
I think, as I've been out there knocking on doors with candidates and hearing from my neighbors and constituents, there's so much concern out there about what we're doing around school funding, what we're doing around health and public safety, what we're doing around climate change. And I think that both candidates have been talking a lot about how they would approach those issues. And so I'm looking forward to getting to work with whoever the next administration is. I know we're still waiting on results, so we don't know who the next mayor is going to be right at this moment as we speak. But I think one thing that I am looking forward to is that I feel like there's agreement on what the range of issues are that are prioritized by voters in the city, and we can work together to tackle them together.
Interesting, yeah. And how do you think that level of working together is going to aid the efforts to deal with these issues?
Well, look, I can tell you that in the State House, at the legislature, we've been working really hard to address concerns around how we can fund our schools in a way that our kids are getting the best education, about what we can do around tackling climate change. We're looking at the renewable energy standard, which I know has strong support from Burlingtonians. I hear about it. We're talking about health and public safety issues. We passed a bill around retail theft. We're about to pass a bill around retail theft. We did around auto theft. And we are going to be looking at other ways that we can help with public health issues. We have an overdose prevention center bill that's working its way through the legislature. And I think that's also a great place where we can partner together to ensure that we're helping those who need help have access to it. So there are a lot of different ways that the legislature and the city council and the mayor will work together to find solutions to some of these common goals.
So speaking of public safety, what message have you been receiving from the results of the election so far tonight about public consciousness surrounding the public safety and the struggle that's been happening in Burlington here?
Well, I've gotten really good feedback about what we're doing in Montpelier, and I think that people are just looking to see what the new group of city councilors and the new mayor will want to do and how they'll approach it. Obviously, we are far enough into the legislative session, which we know what we're going to be able to deliver on for Burlington, and it'll be up to the new mayor and council on how we work together, and obviously we want to have it be a really strong and good relationship. So looking forward to starting those conversations when it's the right time. Yeah.
So speaking of it, it's looking like Burlington is going to have its first female mayor. What are your thoughts on that in general?
It's about time.
I couldn't agree more. Back to you at the station.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good job. I know that's like, oh, nice. That's really good.
I was like,
Yeah, I know.
this thing's so freaking flimsy.
I know, yeah. I couldn't tell. There it is. There it goes.
And there it goes.
You want to take the next one?
Nice job.
Huh?
How do you feel?
Terrified.
Yeah.
No, you
It's
did
like
great.
that
That was
adrenaline.
awesome.
You did.
Yeah.
It's
Really
scary.
Held it.
Yeah.
Good work.
When I say terrified, I don't.
Jill Cruz. Jill.
We start with the J as far as I'm concerned. I have a one-letter name, but everyone else practically doesn't.
Yeah, let me get my
L from Town Meeting TV. I'm L from Town Meeting TV, and this is L from Town Meeting TV. I understand.
I know you understand.
I got it. No, I got it.
So, double team, or what is your?
What? Yeah. Well, what kind of question? Do you want to take this one?
Campaign manager for.
Okay.
Similar questions.
Yeah. I think I have to.
Come back here and move again. Okay.
So with all the results in, this is the first race that we've had been named
still hot.
Does that mean this is turning off? Or? Okay.
Made out of cheap Chinese material. Yes.
There's clapping happening. There's clapping. Clapping, so it's coming in.
Put the mic on the boom.
Oh, I see. This is functioning.
And so now you're just making sure you gather the audio.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The mic?
Yes. Make sure it's on. No. Mute. Yeah, it's a mute. So you get it muted.
Okay. What other buttons? Never mind. I do not know how to work this sort of tech. I am so sorry. Being a little hot. You sure you don't want to take off?
Check. All right, we're good now.
Sure.
Thank you.
Maybe in a few minutes.
That's fine.
All right, now let's extend that thing. Telescoping. Here, hold this for a second. You would
Yeah,
mind?
yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Take this.
Media, thank you for being here. We're going to start with Jim Dandinel, myself, Joan will go, and then a couple of council candidates. Okay? Joan, up here.
Folks, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jim Dandino. I'm the Executive Director of the State Democratic Party, and I just want to say thank you. We had so many wonderful candidates, so many wonderful volunteers on this campaign, and while it's not the result that we may have hoped for, we shouldn't allow it to detract from the work that we put in, the passion, the blood, the sweat, the tears that everybody put in to this race. I want to thank our candidates, Councilor Shannon. I want to thank all of our fantastic city council candidates for knocking on so many doors and making so many phone calls and talking to so many neighbors about democratic values and why it's important to support those democratic values. And I'm really proud of the work that everybody put in. Thank you all.
All right, can't see much beyond the media, but folks in the back, can you hear me okay? Give me a yell. That'll do. Hey, thank you, Jim, for your leadership at the Vermont Democratic Party and for all your support this town meeting day, as well to you and your team. Thank you so much. Look, I want to start by I'm going to say a few words. I want to start by saying how incredibly proud I am of the team that came together this season for running Burlington Democrats. Not just the city council candidates, not just you, Joan, but the volunteers, the staff, certainly, the donors that showed up, the folks that hosted events, posted on Front Porch Forum, and did so much for this campaign season, for all the campaigns. I'm so incredibly proud of everything that we were able to accomplish this year. We had some successes tonight that I want to recognize, and they are important tonight. Welcome to the City Council. Evan Litwin in Ward 7, a round of applause. I think through the lights I can see her. Welcome to the City Council, Becca Brown McKnight from Ward 6. Our wins continued, not just those two, but we'll also welcome back to the City Council Sarah Carpenter from Ward 4. And Big Ben had a good night as well. Ben Travers from Ward 5. Welcome back, Ben. And now this is important. This is an important message that Burlingtonians sent tonight, is that while we didn't win everywhere, we still do maintain a majority on the City Council. That matters. I also want to thank those who ran for City Council, but came up a little bit short. Let's give a round of applause for Jeff Hand. Incredible campaign from Jeff. My dear friend Hannah King in Ward 8 came up short, but thank you for your service. And I'll tell you, if this young man does not have a future in politics, something's wrong in the world. Malik Mines in Ward 3, thank you for You know, politics does not have a final destination. It is work that is continuous. It is ongoing. It is a forever effort. And while there are wins and there are losses along the way, the true constant is that you need to come together and work every single year, in every single election, whether it be for dog catcher or the President of the United States. It requires continuous effort, and it requires the type of team that came together this town meeting day for Burlington Democrats. Thank you again to everyone that worked on this campaign. I'm so appreciative of what you did to bring the Burlington Democratic values to the voters of Burlington. You know, Burlington Democrats, we talk a lot about who we are as an identity. And we say a lot we're a big tent party. We're also a party that lives our values both in the good times and bad. We live our values every day when we go to work, when we run for office, when we serve our community. And we live those values when you win and when you lose. And that is what I'm proud about. We lived our values this campaign season, and I'm so proud of everyone that stepped up to deliver that. Excuse me. It is my distinct honor to introduce a dear friend of mine, a pillar of this community, an incredible leader, and still the South District City Councilor. John Shannon, come on up.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Even though this race is not what we had hoped for, I am immensely grateful for the opportunity to have been part of this journey and to have all of you with me on it. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate Representative Emma Mulvaney-Stanek. I value and respect the ideas that Emma brought to the table, the camaraderie that we maintained through difficult debates, and her love and commitment for Burlington. I look forward to continuing to work with Emma to advance the many areas where we have agreement and to address the issues we face as a city. I talked with Emma earlier tonight. We had a great conversation. She was so gracious, and I look forward to continuing to work with Emma. As you know, the mantra for this campaign has been all hands on deck. And I wasn't sure if it was going to stick when I announced my candidacy 124 days ago. But each and every day since then, all of you here tonight, and so many more, showed up to make the all hands on deck idea a reality. Woo! Our commitment is not just to the campaign, but to moving Burlington forward. So let's offer our all hands on deck to Emma. And a big section in here to congratulate all of the city council candidates that Adam just so graciously did.
I stole her section, I'm sorry.
But I'm so grateful to serve with so many wonderful Democrats and to have the new Democrats on board who really are going to bring new skills and new perspectives to the table, all for the benefit of Burlington. And I thank you all for stepping up. I want to take a few minutes to call out just some of the people who were by my side during this journey. I could not have done this without my team, who work themselves to the bone every day. First of all, I want to recognize my campaign manager, Hannah King. I also want to recognize our key campaign team, Colin Hilliard, Ryan Adario, Jane Nodell, Gordon McFarland, and Ryan Nick. Thank you to the BTV Dems team and Jim Dandino, who not only showed up for the mayor's race, but made sure we won a majority on the city council. Key among them, Adam Roof. Sam Donnelly. Zach Cummings, Andy Boda, Beth Anderson, Andrew Champagne, Romeo Von Herman, Sam Doherty, and Lexi Wheeler. Thank you all. And a special thank you to the folks I call my intervention team, a quad-partisan group of people who over a long course of time persuaded me to take on the job of mayor. And they wouldn't take no for an answer. They had a hand in everything that happened from before the launch right up to today. Thank you to Dave Hartnett, to Kurt Wright, Jane Nodell, and Mark Barlow. Our team had over 20 student interns who did an amazing job and brought so much energy to our work. I want to thank Caroline Williams, Tucker Link, and Andrew Blampin, just a few of the interns who went above and beyond. Thank you to my fundraising team who helped us make fundraising history. Pat Robbins, Dan Feeney, Owen Milne, Betsy Liley, and James Unsworth. Thank you all. And thank you to all of the many donors to this campaign, to all of you who made the phone calls, who did the door knocking, who wrote on Front Porch Forum. We also had so many incredible events to engage voters throughout the campaign, and thank you to those who helped to plan and host those events, including Kevin Garrison Jr., Amy and Dan Feeney, Kathy and Tony Stamper, Alganish Michael and Abby Ambai, Mulu Tuelde, Judy and George Russell, Birgit Bozak, Shireen and Chip Hart, Tegan Hart, Alan Bierke, Katie Lesser, Michelle Ash, Kitty Bartlett, Bob Kiernan. Thank you all. Our campaign made over 50,000 contact attempts through phone banking, door knocking, and text banking, and more than 100 volunteers helped make that possible. There are too many to thank, but I want to just name a special few who really were just showing up in so many different ways. Tiki Archambault, Dave Marr, Pat and Terry Rivers, Mort and Narit Zachter, Daryl Fields, Suzanne Hebler, Leanne Smith, Margaret Cicchetti, Algo Bay, Eileen Blackwood, Mike Sherling, Brian Lowe. Thank you all.
Thank you, Joan.
And thanks to all of you. I forgot to mention all of you who were out there pulling down stickers. Thank you. Keep that up. Moreau, I haven't seen Moreau here, but Moreau is here, I'm sure. Moreau, thank you for your 12 years of service to Burlington, and thank you for your support during this campaign. You have accomplished so much to steady our ship here in Burlington. We all owe you a great gratitude. Let's hear it from Moreau. And I want to thank my family, especially my husband, Ken. Sign guy! Sign guy! There were signs he replaced every day! Ken did an amazing job, not just out in the field with the signs, but also at home. I've never been treated better. This may be one of the biggest downfalls here tonight, but thank you, Ken. Thank you to my daughter, Julia. That's sweet. Thanks for being here with me. And my sisters, of my four sisters, two family representatives made it up, Ellen and Deborah. Thank you both. Finally, I want to thank all of the voters who came out in support of me and also in support of Emma. While tonight is not what we hoped, let us not lose sight of the progress we have made and the values we hold dear. Our campaign was built on a foundation of hope and a belief in the power of community, and those values will continue to guide me and all of us. As we move forward from this moment, let us remember building a better Burlington requires all of us to continue to buy in to local governance, lend a hand where we can, and keep the movement that we saw through the all hands on deck mantra going. My promise tonight is that I will remain committed to this work and to being a voice for positive change in our city. And thank you all for being here with us tonight.
Before we're done with the speaking portion, I wanted to give two folks an opportunity. First, a new city councilor and a returning city councilor. We're not going to go through everyone. But first, I want to bring up Becca Brown McKnight.
Yes.
And Ben Travers, you're up next, by the way.
Hi, everyone. Well, what a night. This is not the outcome that many of us hoped for, but we, as Adam and Joan have said, we are here and ready to do the work. So I have a few things that I want to start with. First of all, so I'm Becca Brown McKnight. I have just been elected to the Ward 6 City Council seat, and I need to thank Karen Paul, who has served tirelessly in this seat. She's the outgoing councilor. She has been there for 15 years, so let's give it up for Karen Paul. I also want to thank Joan and all of the Democrats who work tirelessly to keep our majority on the city council. I also want to give my husband a shout out and say thank you, as well as the voters in Ward 6. This is a first-time experience for me, and it is an absolute honor to have the opportunity to represent you on the City Council. So as we move forward, I am ready to get to work and to listen to the voters of Burlington, to hear their priorities, to bring a sense of balance to the City Council in this new landscape that we're going to be in. And let's roll up our sleeves, do the hard work, put party politics aside, and build a brighter future for Burlington.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Adam. Told me 30 seconds ago just now, to you all, that I'm going to say something, but look, I echo what Becca said. Ben Travers, City Councilor for Ward 5. This is not the outcome that we were looking for tonight. Joan is my seatmate in Ward 5 and in the South District, though, and I'll tell you, getting out there, knocking on doors, making phone calls to voters in the South End, every single one of them had a story about something that Joan Shannon has done for them over the last 20 years. So, yeah, thank you, Joan. And as Adam mentioned, while it's not the outcome we're looking for, I am incredibly excited that Joan Shannon will remain my seatmate in Ward 5 as a part of our Democratic majority on the City Council, which is a huge win. We have a lot of big issues ahead of us here in Burlington, addressing issues related to improving our state of public safety, opening up housing opportunities, addressing affordability and climate action. These are issues that Joan championed. They're issues that over the last couple of years, with our Democratic majority on the City Council, we have started to turn the corner on it. And these are issues that with our Democratic majority, we are going to continue to make progress on here in Burlington. Let me offer my congratulations, as Joan did, to Emma Mulvaney-Stanek. Both Emma and Joan ran an amazing campaign. I think when all the numbers are in, we're going to see that there was historic turnout for a mayoral election in this campaign. So thank you to the voters of Burlington as well. Thanks for everyone for being here tonight. Adam, thank you so much for your leadership with Burlington Democrats. It's not the outcome we wanted, but I think the state of our city is strong and the state of the Democratic Party in Burlington is strong. So thank you very much.
Ben.
Yeah.
So that's it. We have food, open bar. The bar's not open.
What? Open bar.
Next time.
The bar's open for business, not open on my tab or the Democratic Party. Thank you all for being here. Let's have some fun tonight. We have so much to celebrate. Again, thank you all. Questions? John's spending a little bit of time with his family.
Deb.
I believe our work is done here. Yep. That's fine. They might make go in and talk to her. I think, as far as I'm concerned.
say they were going to bring.
Yep.
Oh shit.
I think we're done.
We're done?
We're done. I think we're fine.
Yeah. All right, because my father is waiting for me.
Your dad's waiting for you.
I don't want to keep him waiting for too long.
No, leave that on.
Oh.
Yeah, leave that.
You'll be in touch? Awesome, you're good. Thank you so much.
Gracie?
Yeah. You too.
Awesome. So, Jack, thank you. I also thanks to Dad for and maybe she should give a question or two. We don't think
Look at so like the city will publish a list of everyone that voted and where, how they voted by mail or day out, have their address, which includes names, they'll have their birth year.
We have to like.
There it is.
No, I'm still alive.
All right.
It's not by the end of the week for sure. What else?
We're like, no policy questions, like 2 questions max, like very, very brief.
Oh, they take longer to set up.
Yeah, let's not have that. And are you all included in this? No.
Town Meeting TV.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to be short. It's
Oh,
just been a
no.
long day.
It's been a long day indeed.
Long season.
Do you want to ask your question? Do you want to ask your questions first? And then I'll go?
Sure, and we can very brief. All right, this is Brooke with Town Meeting TV. I'm here with City Councilor Joan Shannon. Hi, Joan.
Hi, Brooke.
I'm just wondering what you, at the end of this long campaign, what do you think the Democratic Party has learned throughout this whole process?
I think that, we had a lot of success with the city council campaigns. That's great. I was a kind of specific target for a lot of things in this campaign, but I think that the Democratic message still resonates with people, and that's, the city council results show that.
And what do you think, or do you have any takeaways from this whole experience as running for mayor?
I'll probably have a lot of takeaways over the course of the next few weeks and months, but right now I'm just dealing in the moment.
Totally. Are there any specific demographics in Burlington that you think you may have overlooked or maybe didn't reach throughout this campaign?
I think we had people of all demographics. I mean, we had 20 young college interns, we had older folks, we had parents, we had people from lots of different cultures and immigrants, and I'm really proud of that in our campaign because it was always intended to be inclusive, and I think it was very inclusive.
Awesome. And yeah, are there, like, what do you think is the biggest issue that is going to come in this term, this cycle?
I think what we clearly heard on the campaign trail, and there was no disagreement between Emma and I, that what we were hearing was really about public safety, about affordability, about housing. These were really the big concerns that people had.
And is there, this will be my last question, is there like one main message that you have about those issues for Town Meeting TV and the people at the end of this all?
I've been sharing that message for months now. So, yeah, I think we got that covered.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I just have 2 questions. So, are you surprised by the outcome of the race?
You know, you go into these races hoping to win with all the optimism that you can muster, and also being prepared to lose. We always know that in Burlington, it's you know, we've had tough races for years, so it's disappointing. It's somewhat surprising, but you know, we.
I guess my last question is just, where do you think things went wrong? Just like, what do you think went wrong?
Well, we'll be doing lots of analysis of that over the coming weeks and months. But I think that we gave the voters a choice, and they chose to go in the direction that Emma wanted to go, and that is the right of the voters, and I will be as supportive as I can be, because every mayor is going to need the support of Burlingtonians to be successful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. And then we're going to do one more. Or 2 more. Okay, you guys are up. Oh, of course.
So what was the live thing
It was really cool.
Were you dressed for it?
No, I didn't really.